depende yan sa draft as the game number 2 draft has already begun. So let's check that out. Again, we've mentioned how sobrang threat. Oh, whoa. Is Leathergoods gonna pick this? Oh, finally we get to see Leathergoods on his favorite hero, which is Raz. I'm pretty sure he might play this aggressively as we've seen how Bren Esports has been moving kanina pa during the first series, and now we're on to our second series. But this time around, different priorities are set. We've got Violet first pick this time, Ormar and Thane as well. So they've got like the front line already settled. But you know, Bren Esports is just pretty standard as well.
Triple dive para sa Bren here, having the Malak, the Zuka, and the Raz already in their arsenal. Really, this might be actually that composition na kita natin last week na walang marksman, all
dive.
All dive, all warriors type of composition. So this last 2 rotation picks or last 2 picks para sa Peerless is gonna dictate if they are gonna be able to, I feel, to be able to counter out Bren here, because they have themselves already the thing which is kind of good in defending. So I was actually wanting to maybe see the Jinnar, but they're gonna be using the Natalia and the butterfly.
Interesting.
So they're gonna fight fire with fire to a certain degree dito.
Yep. Fighting fire with fire with Raz.
With Raz.
And Malok.
And Malok.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like, we're just patting each other's shoulders now. So going back to the picks of Gaia, I'm actually pretty interested and slightly worried because Natalia is one of those heroes where I'm gonna be a sitting duck. I need to change my skills well so that I can burst you down. Maybe do a party brush to get the cheeky pick off. But again, you're dealing with a dive heavy composition that can get to the back line. There's you know, death from above from the Zephys. They've got the shock from Malok. And if you're gonna be a sitting duck, landing your ultimate in a straight line, then that's easily capitalized on or punished.
Exactly. And even though the Violet is mobile to a certain degree, when you don't have someone to actually give support to this Violet, it's gonna be very difficult to actually make something happen. I'm not sure if I didn't actually see if the Zenial was banned or even picked or was banned.
Yeah, it wasn't actually banned or picked.
So maybe that was something that maybe Peerless can see or take. But I'm kind of curious to witness here kung paano naman gagamitin yung butterfly and this Natalia as well.
Yep, and one of the things na pansin ko dito sa Bren Esports, if I'm not mistaken, they don't have a ranged hero. They are all melee. So I think the Violet should have a good game. But then again, this is Bren Esports. Hindi natin alam kung ano yung iniisip nila dito. And ang tingin ko kasi sa composition nila dito parang football team eh. Na they're just gonna run over yung mga tao dito on the side of Peerless Gaia. And excited ako actually din sa butterfly pick. Raz dito yung pinaka-primary target, I think, para sa kanya. Pero tignan natin kung paano niya habulin yun. Kasi considering na Raz din yun, high mobility hero din. Paano niya nga naman huhulihin din yun.
Exactly. They have to make the butterfly work as well. Kasi pagdating na ng late game, medyo nawawala na lang yung damage. So they have to make this snowball on their side. So we'll see what's gonna happen as we're gonna pass it over to our casters, Kaisaya and Rockhard.
Welcome back, challengers. I am Rockhard and with me is Kaisaya, and we are looking at the picks for Game 2 of Bren Esports versus
Peerless Gaia. Okay.
Right. So what do you think?
Interesting kasi gusto ko makita itong butterfly talaga eh. Yung kayang umubos niyan eh. Kayang umubos. Alam mo yun,
reset
kapag
lord.
yes, yung reset niya. Yung alam mo yun, pag low na lahat ng kalaban, tapos itong si butterfly, reset na lang ng reset. But we'll know. Kasi medyo tanky rin itong lineup ng Bren. Na-mention nga ni Butters na it appears, ito lang, si Raz lang actually, I think, yung range nila dito. But pumapasok yan and then lumalabas. But we'll see here guys, anong nakikita natin dito? 5 from Peerless Gaia wants to take this,
on the red buff. They're trying to get the red buff, but what are they getting?
Too much, but we can see here dalawa sa buff ng Peerless Gaia taken away right away from Bren Esports. So yun, kinuha ni Zuka.
Ryzox is getting hard, caught in by Leathergoods. Leathergoods showing this fancy footwork on this Raz pick that I've been cheering on him to get for earlier for a few minutes now.
So we see here the main hero of Leathergoods.
That's right. Right now, yung composition ng Bren Esports medyo solid, and right now they wanna get the Natalia and the Violet, that point of power. Itong point of power ng Peerless Gaia, it relies a lot on the Violet pick, on the Natalia pick, get the Violet rolling, get the Natalia on the backline to help start the resets.
Maganda yung ginawa ng Bren Esports doon Dalawang buff agad ng Peerless Gaia. Kinuha nila. Habang ito naman, isang buff lamang ang nakuha ng Peerless Gaia.
Yeah, definitely another advantage over to Bren Esports.
Because there we go, a skill by Leather Goods. Ito talaga, grabe talaga si Raz mang poke ng kalaban,
That's gonna be the power of Raz.
The damage as well as the slow. Alright, we have your Peace Boy having a 1 versus 1 between Kin, but backing away dito. Okay, makikita natin dito nasa bottom lane itong si Butterfly. But we have a fight ongoing here in the top lane, guys. Gravity versus Anti-Hero. Who will last in this 1v1 match? Oh,
the heal!
But nagkaroon ng shield si Anti-Hero.
They're still going for it! Anti-Hero goes in! Gravity! First blood goes Anti-Hero. Meanwhile, on the bot lane.
Here in the bottom lane, guys, up na ang buff for Team Peerless Guy. Mukhang itong pinag-aagawan nila Okay, Arcadia doing, covering this Peace Boy, but, nagpapakiramdam sila. Who will attack first? Well, here we go, guys. Fight is ongoing in here. There's the slow that came from Natalia. Papunta na dito si Raz together with the other members of Bren Esports. Looks like makakuha nilang Might Golem ng Peerless Gaia.
That's right. They're gonna try to disengage from this fight, and they're gonna go for Dragon early. And I think that's really smart for Bren Esports. They're gonna take the advantage, and they're gonna send Malok on the bot lane para kunwari, wala kaming ginagawa dito.
Basically, Malok is zoning out, this Natalia and Thane in the bottom lane.
That's
You know what? Wala tayong masasabi dito Ito na talaga. Another kill by Bren Esports. Ito, papaulit-ulit siguro nating sasabihin to. Every time na may laban ng Bren Esports, they're really good at going for the objectives.
Yeah, and the right fight, the right team fights to go for. In this case, that's mid tower. They wanna get those early global goals into pockets of the champions.
And
right
here
now.
we go, Gravity in the corner dito. Makakatakas kaya. Melancholic, mali ang pasok, guys. Na-stun, crowd control, walang labas. So yun ang sinasabi natin. Butterfly, patay agad. Itong dapat gawin ng Bren Esports They don't need to, feed the Butterfly. Pero makikita natin, guys, fights ongoing. Kuroki going low, nakatakas pa, guys. But another kill here by Arcadia from Bren Esports. Leather Goods so low, look at that, Grabe yung takas ni Leather Goods doon.
He was able to get away from the fight very easily, and yun yung problema with the Butterfly pick. You really need everyone to be kind of low, and you need the rest of your team to be there to support you while you're doing the fights. Because if you're not doing the fights, well, you're not going to get those resets, and it's going to be hard for you to do it alone. And I think Bren Esports, they kind of realized that they really need
maganda rin sana ang pick ng Butterfly. Yun nga lang, mukhang na out-farm na sila dito ng Bren Esports
That's right. Again, like I was saying, it's really hard to get this Butterfly pick rolling, especially if you don't have the members of your team. And right now, speaking of picks,
Okay, hindi nakatakas dun, guys, si Natalia. I think the positioning was wrong. Yun nga lang ang dito. Magandang damager to si Natalia, The burst damage and everything. However, yung yung mobility, hindi siya masyadong mobile.
Bren Esports is starting to set up for the bot lane. Meanwhile, Peerless Guy is trying to respond, but right now, 3 members. They're gonna fight inside, in between the 2 towers, and they pick up Melatimai in the first fight. Oh my god, Peerless Guy is just falling like pancakes.
There's another kill.
Oh my god, they're fighting under tower.
Guys, ito magandang talon doon actually ni Malok
Oh, but the cleanup there by Peerless Gaia. Oh dear.
Look at that.
Natalia.
Dear Lord, Kuroki was able to escape. Look at that one
So close.
HP bar by Kuroki. That was a good escape. Actually, feeling ko sinuwerte.
Yeah,
Sinuwerte.
medyo naging super kampante ang Bren Esports dun sa fight na yan. They fought the whole fight under 2 towers. They took a lot of tower damage, and I think they just overstayed their welcome. Meanwhile, on the top lane though, they still get an advantage against Peerless Gaia.
Right. Makikita natin, guys, 3 versus 12 ang score natin right now. And of course, in terms of the turret, guys, 3 dito sa torre ng Peerless Gaia, wala na. Okay? So lahat dito ng Peerless Gaia sa middle lane, guys, nagsasama sila. They're grouping up. They're grouping up in here. Looks like, Bren Esports want to set up a gank right over here. Gravity, mukhang huli. Yun na nga ba sinasabi natin. Gravity, guys, hindi na makakatakas dito. So much crowd control coming from Bren Esports. As we see here, leaving that, to 4 team members for Peerless Gaia. And I think ito na naman, susunod na namang mangyayari. Katulad ng nangyari kanina, parang replay ba to?
Yeah,
Dark
I think
Slayer.
6 minutes. Dark Slayer at 6 minutes. They kind of won it, rushed into it. And now they're trying to do it really easily. Malok is just there for safety. Global objectives again. Going over to Bren Esports.
Yes, that was a good zoning out by Malok right over there para isipin ng, Peerless Gaia. We're just, roaming around in this area and we're not trying to get this Dark Slayer. Kasi sometimes iisipin mo, yung kalaban ba namin, are they going for the Dark Slayer or are they going for the the Abyssal Dragon? But we have here, guys, it looks like anytime soon with the buff of Bren Esports, pwede nilang pasukin ito. Kuroki pumupunta sa gilid. Looks like he wants to catch someone right over there.
Yeah, that's right. And now, basically, Peerless Gaia is getting stuck under the towers. They're not getting any gold from the minions. They're not getting anything else on the map. It's just this. They just want to stay under here, and they want to stop the towers from falling. And I think that's the right thing to do right now. They want to get someone, at least one guy from Red Esports, and maybe from there they can fight.
And here we go, pumasok si Peaceboy, guys, with that
Whoa,
second skill
full.
and additional crowd control coming from Bren Esports. Guys, Torre na ang labanan. Wala silang pakialam sa damage ng Torre dito. They're taking all the damage habang pinapatay ang, Peerless Gaia dito. Kita mo yung rock
Yeah,
hard.
Peaceboy went and flickered and got 3 members of Peerless Gaia. After that, no more responses. And I think that's basically it. Red Esports takes the series.
goodness.
Peerless Gaia 2-0.
Oh my goodness. Is
Surgical.
this-
I'm scared. All of the games have been almost at 7 minutes.
Yes.
Like, what's happening
You know
here?
what? The rotation of Bren Esports is pretty similar to what they have shown in the first match between Peerless Gaia. So I think, Team Peerless Gaia could have, tried to, do something or strategize para counteran yung ganung rotation ng Team Bren. So looking at that, guys, we have here Kuroki as the MVP for Team Bren. Makikita rin natin, ito si Butterfly, hindi siya talaga totally naka-farm eh. Kasi unang-una pala, makikita lang natin, within 1 to 2 minutes game time, dalawang buff from Peerless Gaia nakuha agad ng Bren.
And it was so hard because basically what's happening here is Bren Esports realizing the win conditions of the opposing team. They know that they need to get the Butterfly and the Natalia rolling, and the Violet as well. And they go for that. They go for the throat of the enemy. And that's why the enemy has such a hard time reacting to them. Because they're realizing their win conditions. Meanwhile, the enemy team, they're getting pushed back and they're forcing to just react to what Bren Esports is doing. So that's basically what the advantage is that Bren Esports. So Bren Esports, ang key dito, consistency. They're very consistent on the game time, almost 7 to 8 minutes on both, on almost all of these 4 games. Straight games to apat halos 7-8 minutes lang. That's what you call consistency. That's very good. That's a very good sign of teamwork, and they really planned for this fight.
And you know what? I'm looking forward to actually, personally seeing Bren versus Clutch, if that will happen.
Coming soon, hopefully.
Yeah,
we will see. We'll have to see. It's a long day, though.
And possible pinapanood tayo ng secretly, discreetly sa Twitch ng Clutch Gaming. Looking at the, the rotation of Bren Esports. We'll see, we'll see.
Yeah, nilabas na ng Leather Goods ang kanyang signature Raz, but we will see what else does Bren Esports have to show.
I wonder if that was a good decision by, Leather Goods to, pakita
Show
agad
the trump
dito.
cards right away,
Yes.
No? Not the Maganga jungle.
Maganga.
Yeah,
Nga
we'll
nga.
see. We'll have to talk about this name. Someday we'll have to
We'll
make an
confirm
episode
with
about that.
Arena of Valor.
Yeah.
Ano talaga yung tamang pronunciation ng Maganga.
For the meantime, we'll bring it over to our analyst to break that game down for us. Take it away, guys.
Magandang pagbabalik mga Valorians dito sa ating analyst desk.